Okay, I'm going to go over a quiz that I used to give over similarity and I didn't with you guys because of the digital learning. So number 1 says, what is the scale factor of the dilated picture below? So we have to make sure we're trying to make sure which one is the pre-image and which one is the image. And you look at the prime symbols for that. So this is the pre-image and this is the image. So we're getting smaller. So because the image is getting smaller, we know our scale factor should be less than 1. So we take one of the smaller numbers and put it on the top of a ratio. So the 3 would go over 12, which would be 1/4. So the scale factor is 1/4. Now a lot of people here would put that the scale factor is 4, but they aren't paying attention to which one's the pre-image and which one is the image. So always make sure you pay attention to that. Sorry about that. Still figuring out how to use this. On number 2, it says a dilation with center F and a scale factor of 3/2. That means the image is getting bigger. So the smaller trapezoid, which it doesn't really look like a trapezoid to me, but, well, I guess it is the pre-image, and the bigger trapezoid is the image. The first thing says trapezoid LFPH is similar to, and it would be trapezoid, I'm just going to put trapezoid. So L would match with K. F would match with F. So then it would be MC. The next part says angle L is congruent to, you hear how I'm mentioning the difference in the symbols. So the two trapezoids were similar. That was just the one symbol, the little squiggle. Angle L is congruent to which angle? So that would be angle K. And the reason I know it's not looking for an actual measure is it says congruent to, not equal. If it said angle L equals, that means it would be looking for the measure of angle L. Then it says CK is equal to how many centimeters? So we're looking from on this side right here. If it's got a scale factor of 3/2, and we're going from the smaller image to the bigger image, I could do 3.42, because that's the corresponding side, 3.42 times 3/2, or 1.5, to find the length of CK. That's how we use our scale factor if we're going from bigger to smaller. So in the calculator, if I were to enter 3.42 times 1/2, I get 5.13. The next part says LF is equal to how many centimeters? So LF is this side right here, and that's corresponding to this side. Now, for that one, we're going from the bigger image to the smaller one. So what I would do is 3.83, and instead of multiplying it by, multiplying it by 3/2, we're going to the smaller image. So I'm going to change the scale factor to 2/3 because I'm getting smaller, so I want the smaller number on top. So 2/3 times 3.83, and I get 2.553 repeating. So I'm just going to put, it says nearest hundredth, so 2.55. Then it says the measure of angle LFP. So that's going to be this angle right here, which, if you notice, is vertical angles with this angle. So those would be congruent. So the measure of angle LFP has to be 125 degrees by the vertical angle theorem. Now, the ones on the bottom say to determine if they are similar and by which postulate. It says you have to show work for credit. This is what I would have given to you guys had we been in class like normal. So, So you write yes or no and then a similarity statement for the triangles and then which postulate. So if on the first one you have two parallel lines, okay, so we can first off say that these two are congruent by vertical angles. Then we can say, depending on which ones you want to look at, this one is congruent to this one by alternate interior angles, and the same with the other angles. So yes, this is similar by angle, because we only need two angles to prove similarity. And the similarity statement, it says SBE is similar to triangle, that's going to be JBR. And I will also provide a copy of the actual document on eClass and Google Slides, so you can print this if you want while I'm going through it. Number 3, to see if they're similar, you have to set up proportions to see if the sides are proportional. That's why it's saying you have to show work. So we look at the smallest side on the small triangle is 6. The smallest side on the other triangle is 9. 6 over 9. Does that equal 8 is our middle side, which would go with 12 on that one. And then the longest side is 12 to 18. So we have to look at these proportions. So in my calculator, I do 6 divided by 9, which is 0.6 repeating. 8 divided by 12 is 0.6 repeating. And 12 divided by 18 is 0.6 repeating. So they are equal, which means the sides are all proportional. So yes, they are similar by side, side, side. Now remember, with similarity, side, side, side is different than congruent. Similarity, they have to be proportional sides, not congruent. So ABC would be similar to triangle. Well, A to B went with E to F, I believe. Nope, FE. FED.